My name is Conor McGregor and I live in Luke. I'm a professional MMA fighter with a record of 4-1. I'm an up-and-coming fighter and without a doubt you will see me on the UFC in the near future, without a doubt.
The key to living the law of attraction. Some good shit. Some good little quotes and all like that. I like reading. No, just grab one. Anyway. Constant repetition carries conviction. Some good shit, isn't it?
Decorate the gym with these.
This is what I'm saying. These books are full of them. I really like when I read quotes and shit. I like take from them and just put my own thing to it. You know what I mean? Say it in my own way. Say it what way I'm at the scene. Yeah.
If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them. A lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction and it will become reality. I knew he would overextend and I knew I'd catch him, so.
Just some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is for sure, those people will stay where they are.
It feels familiar. I saw it so clearly. I swear to God, I saw it so clearly, so consistently, until it's here in reality. So I've been saying this a long time. I'm very confident in my abilities and what I'm predicting I'm gonna do, and I back it up. I back it up with work ethic. I back it up with hours upon hours of time and dedication. I never slip. I never take a second off this game. So I'm very satisfied, very grateful, very happy, but not surprised. You know what I mean? I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen for me.
I'm going to enjoy the benefits of this life. I'm going to get myself a big mansion in Las Vegas. I'm going to get the soft top cars. I'm going to bring my whole team out. I'm going to spoil them and give them this life. Big steaks that size, we're eating every single night each.
There's a quote that says, you know, when you want it bad enough and you train for it bad enough, you don't have to chase your dreams. You know, when you work hard, your dreams will almost chase you. You're gonna be a what? A cage fighter? I'm like, yeah, you know, the UFC thing. I'm gonna try out for that. Going into my freshman year, I had a wrestling coach that said, you know, John, if you dedicate your life and your energy and your determination towards wrestling, I could see you getting a free education one day. And if you want to better yourself, you need to dedicate yourself to the sport and passing your classes. You know, I was never the strongest student, but I dedicated my life to wrestling wholeheartedly, and ended up passing these classes just so that I could wrestle. Really? Yeah.
That passionate?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, even in college, you know, I kind of felt like I was going to school to pursue wrestling dreams, never to really pursue more education. Suddenly, I have a kid on the way, and suddenly my full scholarship to Iowa State was not there anymore. Suddenly, I'm a dropout, and I'm working at a bar, being a bouncer, and I'm telling people that I want to be a UFC fighter. You know, it was kind of embarrassing in some ways. You know, I always believed that if I did it, I could be good at it and I give it my all. But to everyone in my hometown, you know, as I'm training and working at a bar, you know, I'm running into all these kids my age, and there's, you know, can I see your ID? And they're like, John, you know, I thought you were in college. It's like, oh, well, actually, you know, I thought I'd try the fighting thing. I'm like, oh, so you're a bouncer now, and you're gonna be a what? A cage fighter? I'm like, yeah, you know, the UFC thing. I'm gonna try out for that, you know. And at the time, I was just fighting in local shows, and they're like, oh, well, cool. You know, I'm in my last year and my accounting degree or my business major. At that point in my life, I really learned how to communicate on different levels, and I started to realize that, you know, my degree doesn't define me. So it kind of matured me really fast to really develop life skills. I believed in myself wholeheartedly from day one, and I made sure that all those kids that I was looking in the eyes, telling them that I wanted to be a UFC fighter, and the ones that doubted me or looked at me funny, I made sure that I would prove them wrong one day. And now I think I'm one of the biggest prides in my hometown. So. And for my next fight.
Do you ever have any nightmares about the fight, this fight in particular? Because
No, I don't think about losing.
Never.
And I don't have nightmares.
Okay. There's never a time where the worst sometimes, you know, the worst just pops into your mind unexpectedly. That never happens.
I don't think about losing at all.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I'm real with myself, and you know, you think to yourself, if you were to possibly lose, what does that mean to your legacy? And Muhammad Ali lost, you know, and he's still the greatest. You know, he came back and beat everybody who ever beat him. So I don't believe that one fight defines who I am as a champion. I believe I'll be a champion for the rest of my life because of what I've done. But with that also being said, I just don't plan on losing.
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, and I gave myself 5 years, or 3 years maybe, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995, and I put it in my wallet and I kept it there, and it deteriorated and stuff, but then just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million on, I think it was Dumb and Dumber. Maybe.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah. So you visualize yourself?
That's why I don't know about nothing else. I do not pay attention to nothing else. There was games of football on yesterday, there was rugby, there was this, there was that. And like normal society is like, let's talk about this and let's engage in this. And I can't do it. People are talking to me, and in my head, I'm counting something. I'm counting up a number, or I'm knee deep in a sequence on the mat or on the feet. That's my life, sequences and numbers, nothing else. I cannot pay attention to nothing else. Brought me backstage and we discussed, and I was like, I want to do this. This is the way we should go forward with this. This is the way the stadium should be. This is where the entrances should be. We should do this stadium, we should do that. This is what business relationship is about. You discuss ideas and you turn them into reality, and thankfully, with the backing of Dana Lorenzo, phenomenal businessman, entrepreneur, highly successful man with a vision that can guide my vision. And it's been a perfect relationship so far, and it will continue to be. And of course, it's always, like Lorenzo said, it's about going from here to here to here to here, and that's where I'm going. It's round in circles up. So the fruits of my hard work. Nobody works harder than me inside the octagon, outside the octagon. I am a workhorse, so I'm going to enjoy the benefits of this life. I'm going to get myself a big mansion in Las Vegas. I'm going to get the soft top cars. I'm going to bring my whole team out. I'm going to spoil them and give them this life. Big steaks that size, we're eating every single night each. We're eating good, we're living good. It's human nature. Some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is for sure, those people will stay where they are. The people who take inspiration from it will rise up and also one day experience that life. So this is human nature. Some go one way, some go the other way. But I am enjoying my money, my hard-earned money that I have dedicated my life to. But now here we are again, and I done what I said I was gonna do. I feed off this. I love this stuff. This is what gives me energy. Saying I'm gonna do something, putting it out there for the world to see, and then going out and doing it. There's no better feeling in the world than that, and it's as easy as that. Say what you're gonna do, and go and do it. It's a beautiful feeling when preparation meets opportunity. You know, nothing is impossible. You know what I mean? You can achieve anything.
There's this thing about people, and they talk about manifesting. It's fucking real, man. Manifesting is real. When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it, like a maniac, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest, most of these people end up, you know, doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. It's real. And there's no excuses. There's no fucking days off. There's no, you know, not willing to grind and, you know, everybody's against me and this didn't happen for me because of this and that and all this whining and you know, pussy ass bullshit that a lot of people do these days. It's these people who dive in and they're hardcore and they're focused and they know what they want, they know who they are, and they lay out these short-term goals and this roadmap on how to get there. most of those people make it.
Bro, I can manifest like a motherfucker.
Do you believe in it, in the metaphysical sense? You believe?
100%. Everything comes from the imagination. Everything comes from, before this microphone was a microphone, someone somehow thought about it. You know, how can I speak into something that would amplify my voice and blah, 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 blah. And then this came out of it, and it's evolved over the years. But everything comes from the imagination. So the power of the mind, people don't understand. We still don't understand. I still don't understand how powerful it is. I'm still learning, but I know one thing is I can make things happen. I can go into levels, I just can't tell the world, but like these levels that basically, and boom, it's right there. I'm just like, shit, I really made that happen. It's scary, man. It's scary for me to even think about.
I reflect on that and almost view it like getting in your car in the morning. When you get in the car in the morning, you set the sat nav, but then you've also got to drive. You've also got to go to training.
Yeah.
If you just set the sat nav, where are you going to be?
Sitting in the car.
Sitting in the fucking car.
You can sit there and make all these dreams and manifest, but you have to work.
And what happens if you just drive?
If you drive,
and with no sat nav,
you don't know where you're going. You're lost. You know what I mean? You have no direction. So for me, I felt like both of them together, when you have the vision and you're able to manifest, but then you also put the work in, magic happens, man. Magic. That's where the magic is. But a lot of people never get there. Unfortunately, a lot of people. We're blessed that we can dream.
Amen.
We're blessed that we can dream. That's one thing I've realized, because a lot of people, even from the impoverished parts of London, will be lucky to have my old job. You know, from where I'm from Nigeria, a lot of people will be blessed to have my old job, and they'll be like, yo, I have a great job. I can send money back home, this and that. But yeah, I just had bigger dreams. I just knew what I wanted. So I feel like I'm spoiled that I can dream the way I do, and I can manifest the way I do. So I never take it for granted, and I realize the position that I'm in. I'm privileged. I'm very privileged.
The law of vibration and attraction. You see, vibration and attraction go together. Attraction is a secondary law. Vibration is the primary law. Everything vibrates. The law of vibration decrees that nothing rests, everything moves. We literally live in an ocean of motion. I'm going to go through what I understand about the law of attraction. It has changed my life like night and day, and I believe it'll change yours. A lot of people that are talking about the law of attraction don't understand it in any depth. They may have a shallow understanding of it, but I think you want to know it and know it well. Well, I've been studying it for a long, long time, and I have found that understanding this law will definitely change your life. What do you really want? I want you to think about the dream home. I was talking to a young lady in our company, Lisa, and she was telling me, I said, Lisa, what do you really want? And she was telling me about the home. She started to describe it. I said, go after it, Lisa, go after it. How about the trip you want to take? Or maybe the business you want to build? Do you see, I remember my brother-in-law and sister in their early 50s. He had built a safety supply company for 3 other people. He had run them and built them, but it was a job. And an opportunity came up to buy a small safety supply company. He was very nervous. He was in his early 50s. But you know, they hucked their house, they borrowed money, they took everything they had and plowed it into this company. Today, they're multimillionaires. They're virtually retired. They still work at it, but their son and grandsons run that business. And it's grown into a beautifully big business. It would never happen if they hadn't followed their dream. I want you to follow yours. Understand this, if you can see it, you don't have to know how to get it. Your life will change. You see, you're a whole lot more than what you appear to be on the surface.
You know what you should do? Every time you get a chance to experience first class, you should do it, because it plants a seed. It's like the next time you buy an airplane ticket, just ask for an upgrade. Pay a little extra money to fly first class. What it does is it conditions your mind. Once you get in first class and you see how wide the seats are, and you find out why they shut that curtain, see, because they shut that curtain because they can't let you see what's going on up there. They passing out hot nuts, everybody get a washcloth, they got a menu, you get to decide what you want, all the drinks is free. Once you sit in first class one time, the next time you get on the plane, it's very difficult to walk past them seats. And then your mind starts thinking of ways to get back to first class. And guess what? That's what you start attracting to your life. And you start behaving and producing stuff to get you back into first class. That's how you move up. You just, like buy you one really expensive outfit. Just see how it fits. That shit is high for a reason. Don't think they down there just putting prices on. Buy a really expensive pair of shoes, ladies. Buy a really expensive purse one time. Just go on down there, buy the real Louis Vuitton that ain't ever on sale. Louis Vuitton don't even have sales. Just get you one. When you carry it, it changes your life. It will then cause your mind to subconsciously produce thoughts to get another one. And next thing you know, you attract the thing you need to produce the outcome that you want. Life is all about the law of attraction. That's how you do it. Listen, getting successful, whatever you consider successful, if it's rich, whatever, it's not a magic trick. It's not God picks certain people he'll make rich and certain people he don't. He gives all of us as his children the power of choice. You have a say-so in that. You can decide to be rich, and with God's help, it's highly doable. But you first have to think it. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is here. I'm no better than none of y'all. I'm not a better person than you. I'm not a better Christian than you. God don't love me more than you. None of that. If you want to be successful, you have to change this. This has to change. Listen to me. It's not what makes it hard is your lack of belief that it can happen for you. The fact of it is, though, it's very doable. See, but you got to change, though. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. So if you're at a place in your life and you ain't happy with it, you have to change some things. But you have to make a conscientious decision that you're going to change. And it's not dependent on anybody else. It don't matter what your mama think. It don't matter what your coworkers think. It don't matter what your siblings think. It don't matter what your children think. It don't matter. They have nothing to do with it. This decision is yours and yours alone. It's two people born in a hospital every day. It's a person that's born in a hospital that's gonna get a job, and somebody born in a hospital that's gonna give them a job. You get to decide which one you're gonna be. You get to decide. Let me tell you something. You get to decide if I'm gonna be rich, poor, mediocre, plentiful, happy, sad. You have a decision to make. Your mind, all right, here we go. This is the teaching moment. Let me give you this so you can get on with your 2019. You walk in the house, you pick up the remote control. Let me teach you how this works. And you press the power button. When I told you 2019 will be the best year of your life, but you have to claim it. You have to expect it to be the best year of your life. You have to live your life with the expectation that great things are coming your way. And that's how it works. Now let me teach it to you. You grab your remote, you press the power button. What do you expect to happen? You expect the TV to come on. Guess what? It come on. If you want to see Sports Center channel 46, and you press 46 and OK or select, what do you expect to come on your TV? Sports Center. And guess what show up? Sports Center. They got the concept of creating a remote from the Bible. See, God is tied to all of this. You better understand what I'm trying to tell you. A man is as he thinketh. God created us in his image. God thought of this world. He thought of it, so he created it. So he made you just like him, that your thoughts can create things. He made you just like him. Now you can't go make earth and heaven like he did, but you can make a better world for yourself.